Here we go.
Let's do it, baby.
Oh man.
Here we go. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Sunday morning. That's right. We're back. New look, new name, new mission. Pick'em Sports featuring DJ Wild Body, Malcolm, Kareem Coop, Kareem V.I. Williams. Let's go. Well, we bring sports to you every week around this time. We got football, a little basketball, UFC, a little baseball. Tune in. Pick 'em. Sports. Here we go. What's going on? How's everybody doing out there on the playback? Pick 'em Sports. Everyone from coming from YouTube and Anchor FM. This is Pick 'em Sports, where we cover all kind of sports and talk about our hot topics. Let's get into it first. How's everybody doing? First of all, how's everybody doing?
All right.
Everybody's
good. What's going on?
Special night tonight, as we all know. Game number 6 is the Miami Heat, the diehard Heat going against the LA Lakers. Lakers 3-2 lead. This is a must-win. I feel it's a must-win for both teams tonight. We'll go ahead and get started with that. Vic, it's your team. Go ahead and
go ahead, Vic.
Speak on it.
It's definitely a must-win. You know, Miami is fighting and they're scrappy. You got to remember Pat Riley. He runs that team along with Spoelstra, and they're going to compete no matter who they have on their roster. They could have, it doesn't matter who they have. They have a very young team. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. They got shooters on the wing, and they got Jimmy playing at an all-time level. In order to win tonight, the Lakers are going to need some perimeter shooting, and they're going to need to shut Jimmy down, and they should take game 6. If they don't, then we could have a problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I say, you know what? It was intriguing about the last game is like neither team uses much of their bench at all. And I know for Miami, that's an issue because Dragic is out still. So that's one less player they got to use. But man, that fourth quarter, everybody was just like the most tired I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Like
Heat had a 7-man rotation. The Heat only used 7 people. Rotated 7.
Right. Yeah, that Dragic injury is hurt. And then with AD kind of because AD got that ankle injury. He hurt his ankle that last game.
Yeah, man.
AD always get hurt, man. Every game I seen a meme. He boy tumble every game. Man, you know
he's a tumbler.
Yeah.
Most
so,
42 minutes.
I don't think LeBron wants to see a game 7. I don't think he likes.
I don't think so either.
No.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I think the pressure's on the Lakers big time in this game. I think LeBron. This is where LeBron gonna show, that he is one of the greatest players ever.
We're gonna find out.
We're
gonna find out tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, as great as AD is, he's not the type that's gonna carry your team. He's not. He's better as a great second. You know what I'm saying? He's better as that Robin.
Scottie Pippen, man.
Yeah, that's him. I mean, he's great. He's great defender. He's great on offense, but he still need that leader, and that's LeBron.
Think so?
Now,
you don't think he could be the number one?
No. I mean, he couldn't do it with New Orleans. He could. I mean, of course, it's a better team, but like you say, he get hurt all the time. He needs that leader.
Yeah, I don't think he's being a leader either.
He's not really an alpha, is what I'm saying. He's not an alpha.
Well, they should
not saying he can't be
soon because LeBron's already 35.
Yeah, I mean LeBron is old. Yeah.
Not saying he
should be-
can't be one in the future. I think
Yeah, I mean,
perfect.
maybe in the future, but usually you're kind of born with that. I don't know, but
You either got it or you don't.
yeah,
Maybe he can
exactly.
mature into it, because now he's playing on a lot bigger stage with
Yeah.
with Showtime. He playing in LA.
True. Yeah.
Maybe he'll rise to the occasion with all the persona and everything, and we can groom him in. But he definitely right now is learning how to play in these pressure situations. He's
Yeah.
never been at this level before.
This is his first time. Yeah,
This is his first time
Yeah.
at this level before, and this is the year of a pandemic. We're in a bubble. Like
Yeah.
they about to win. They about to trying to win a championship for Kobe. Plus the health
And then,
thing that's
and then
going
what
on.
is
It's
this,
a
LeBron?
lot of
10th
pressure.
time?
Let me
What's this,
can I
LeBron's
can I
10th
can I
finals?
let me ask this: why isn't JaVale McGee playing, and why is Morris having
Centers don't
more?
play in the
Why
in
does
the
Kuzma
playoffs.
have more less minutes? Why does Morris have more minutes than Kuzma?
Centers can't play in the playoffs in the NBA in the
No.
playoffs. It's this a different NBA than the one
Thank
we
you for
grew up
breaking
in.
that. That's awesome, man. I like. I
That's
love
what
that.
it is.
Straight
And
up.
I'm gonna tell you
Dwight
why,
Howard always-
because if you notice on defense, everybody switches. You know what I'm saying? When they do that pick and roll, they run a pick and try to get the man that they want to attack.
Right.
Because everybody switches. You know what I'm saying? So you can't have a big center out there because they're gonna switch on him. They're gonna run that pick and roll on the center man.
They're gonna
every
run
time,
everything
and
through
they're
the
gonna
one.
get that
Yeah.
mismatch.
All right.
Right.
So you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It fucks up the whole defense. So you know what I mean? This big men, big centers is really not going to get that much playing time. You know what I mean? The biggest
Unless
center you're going to get out
they're
there
able
that's going
to
to play
right.
is somebody like Bam, who's capable of switching and playing that kind of defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Markieff Morris also. That's why Markieff is getting a lot of playing time.
Yeah, 6'9",
Right.
255.
I like Marquise though.
Yeah.
He be knocking them threes down. I actually like him.
But that's the
Yeah, he's
problem.
all right.
That's the problem for teams that's built around these centers. Teams like Denver, teams like Philly, teams like you can't really say Minnesota because they ain't had no playoff experience.
Yeah.
Shit, but
Yeah, no points. I mean,
Yeah.
22 minutes, no points.
yeah, team.
0 for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that much. I don't know.
Who's that? Markieff?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wasn't out there for his offense. You know what I mean? He's out there
He
strictly
was there to play defense.
I got
that
you.
defense for his switchability.
Answers my question. I got you. Thank y'all, man. Well, yeah, man, I agree. I think it's a must win. I think LeBron doesn't want to see another. The guy's been playing hard. From what I've been seeing, as far as a lot of action in the paint, LeBron is just he's gonna get to the basket, man. I gotta take my hat off to him, man. Will you say, every year the comparisons to Jordan, the dynamic changes every year because LeBron's still playing and he's still meeting milestones and doing the unthinkable. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Jordan LeBron comparison. Is he even in the same conversation as the greatest of all time?
Oh, he's in the conversation.
I mean,
can
you? Are there people out there that saying LeBron is the greatest of all time now, or is it still?
Here's my take on this whole thing because people always go to the 6-0 record that Mike had in the finals. First of all, Mike couldn't get to a finals until, Magic and Bird. And, us as old heads, I kind of grew up, my uncles and them, my pops and them was Magic and Bird. They was all about Magic and Bird. If I came in the conversation on some Michael Jordan shit, they told me get out the room. They was like, get the fuck out of here. Mike, he got no business being in the conversation with Magic and Bird. That was back when in the 80s when when the Lakers and the Celtics was in the finals almost every year. Like either for 11 years from 1980 to 1991, one of those two teams, if not both of them, was in the finals for every year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? During that time frame. So they dominated. They were the dominant two coming up in the 80s. Then you had people underneath them like Barkley, Isaiah, Olajuwon, all of them was, was sitting there waiting in the wings. And then the Bulls was just another team that was getting bounced in the first round every year, or maybe when they start coming up the second round or whatever, until, Mike got to the phone, when Bird kind of fell off. Magic was still there, but Magic was just about to get A's and shit, and then Mike got to the finals and shit. So the one criticism is Mike couldn't get there until people start falling off, you know what I'm saying? That's one criticism that some people can say that.
Right,
You know what I
right. It's
mean?
an argument. It's an
Some
argument.
people can make that argument, like, you know what I mean? He really didn't have to. And when he got to the finals, like what I was saying is that how you take out the one where he played Magic in the first one, everybody from then on, that was their first time in the finals that Mike was playing up against him. You know what I mean? From Portland, when they played Portland and Drexler and them, that was their first time in the finals. When he played against Phoenix and Barkley, their first time in the finals. When he came back, played against Supersonics, that was their first time. And then they played Utah twice. It was their first time, and then they played them again the second go-round. So, like, Jordan was the OG in the finals, whereas everybody he played against was underneath. LeBron played against, how many finals games Duncan has? He played Duncan 3 times in the finals. He played Steph Curry in them 4 times in the finals, and the first time was Steph Curry's first time in the finals. But after that, Steph Curry was an OG. You know what I'm saying? So
Jordan.
everybody he played, even Dirk, when he played against Dirk had been to the finals before. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the first year that he played against somebody first time in the finals. You know, other than the first Steph Curry one. You know what I mean? So, like, that's a big difference. LeBron had a
I'm gonna say this, man.
Much tougher time in the finals than Jordan had, in my opinion.
The only thing that's different about LeBron is what Malcolm just said. I'm gonna piggyback off of it, is that he had a different level of competition than Jordan had in the finals. Jordan's competition level was not on the level of LeBron James. LeBron James played against some stacked Warrior teams. You know, he played against the Spurs.
All-time great in Duncan.
He played against Duncan when he was a rookie with nobody in Cleveland. He had nobody on his team. Boobie Gibson and the Boobie Gibson and the duets. Like, who? I mean, he had nobody. You know,
Ilgauskas.
Yeah, you know. So I mean, his level of competition, the teams he had to go up against to try to get titles, it was a lot harder road. Being said, you know, if he doesn't secure this championship this year, with all the pressure, there's a lot of pressure on him. This is more pressure on him this year than ever. You came to LA because you said you wanted to be a Laker, you wanted to do better for your child, and put him in a better position. You wanted this responsibility of being a Los Angeles Laker and playing in Los Angeles and winning a championship. Now here you are. You have AD. You have Rondo. You've got some pieces in place that you have went through this whole playoff experience and have 4-1 everybody until you got the Jimmy buckets. You better win tonight, because if you don't, I know that in Game 7 you are known for crumbling and looking like a deer in the headlights. You better avoid looking like a deer in the headlights, because if you lose this championship, the conversation is closed. You've been to 10 championships and you only got 3 out of 10. That's really terrible, to be honest. No matter who you're going against, you better win this one tonight, because you're going to be 3.
I don't know about that. Magic
I don't see that as being terrible. You dominated.
That's terrible.
You just couldn't beat that great team.
Magic,
like you said, he's got great competition.
I don't think that's terrible.
You settle for getting somewhere. You have to win it, man. You have to win titles, man.
Yeah, but you still got there.
It don't matter if you get there.
It don't matter. But you didn't get there.
It don't matter. You don't have no rings.
You still dominated everybody.
You don't have rings. You don't have no rings. You have to win. You got to win championships, bro.
I mean,
you can't just get there.
I mean, it's not argument to it, but
it's not enough to just get there. It's not enough to just get there. You got to win, man.
Not for LeBron.
You got to win.
You got to win. You got to win it. You got to
win it. Hands down.
You got to win.
But this is the other. So it don't count for nothing if you get there and you don't win. It still counts.
You got to win, man. You got to win.
Yeah, you got to win, but you still dominant.
You got to win.
As far as how great you are, it still counts. It still does say something.
You got to win.
For other people, Coop, you make a good point, but for LeBron, he's at
the level where excuses, man. You got to win.
You say because the pedestal they put him on.
You
got to win.
He needs to win. He needs to win.
You got to win,
bro. But this the other argument with that. You could also argument the errors. You can't ball check. Much as I love LeBron, I've never been a Michael Jordan fan, even though I know he's great. It was harder. They played harder. The defenses were harder.
Who's your guy? Who's your guy in that era then, Coop?
Deion Sanders.
He said Deion Sanders. Michael Jordan is the greatest. We know that.
Who's your guy in that era?
He didn't have a guy. He just started liking LeBron. He ain't have nobody.
Allen Iverson. I like Allen Iverson back then.
That was after.
I mean, it was that was kind of the Jordan era there. I think he played 1 or 2.
Yeah, I didn't. I was just kind of.
I got you, Sam.
But what
I
I'm
got you.
saying is, it was a harder era to score. LeBron got it easy now.
You can't.
And we know this is true. You
This is
can't
the
do
same
that.
thing
They
with Roy
call a foul no
Jones.
matter what you do.
This is the Roy Jones conversation. Hey, you beat the competition that's in front of you. I mean, it ain't his fault that. I mean, who is it? Clyde Drexler, Joe Dumars, the two guard. I mean, he beat the
No,
competition.
not the competition. You get it wrong. The way the rules are now.
Oh, yeah, the hand check.
You can get away with murder. Everything is a foul. So it's easier to score.
I think
it's
the
easier
refs
to do
have
everything.
Well, that's what they wanted, man. If you remember those big games back in the day,
Oh my
71
God.
to 68. You know what I'm saying?
Rugby
They want to see that. You know?
So
Nobody
that's
want
the
to see
other
the Knicks
argument.
against the Pacers scoring
You got point.
71
Good
to
point.
Yeah,
68.
it's an argument when you compare the eras. It's kind of hard. It's not his fault. I mean, we know it's not his fault. He was born when he was born, but it's still something.
Yeah, I mean, they
It
were
is what
fouling
it
the
is,
shit out of Jordan. You know what I mean? Like, Jordan was making a bunch of
The Pistons?
Yeah, the Pistons. Yo,
Pistons was beating the hell out of Jordan,
The Pistons,
man.
the Knicks, the Pacers, all them was beating the shit out of Jordan. Nigga. All of them.
That's how you're supposed to
MMA,
do
baby.
it.
That was MMA.
Yeah, they wanted to get away from that.
That's
and
how
be
you're
more
supposed to do it.
In
Make
basketball,
it
it's
physical.
the same thing in the NHL. I know we're not hockey
Gotta
fans.
give it
They
to 'em.
opened up
I mean, we're fortunate. We grew up in an era. We seen Bird play. We seen Johnson. We seen
Yeah, we seen it
Isaiah.
all.
We seen Barkley. We seen Drexler. We seen Malone. I mean, I tell my son that. I was just talking to my son actually last night about this, and he was saying how LeBron's a great. So I say, you know what, you would have I mean, I do have a Jordan bias, man, but I got a good. My bias is I feel is legit. I felt that. I just look at the teams. I just look at his work ethic and how he got his ass beat by the Pistons. He worked hard and put some weight on him, and he's the ultimate competitor, man. I respect that, man.
That's what I will give him.
And he's got that
about to say
killer
that.
instinct in his eye. I just think, I don't know. I'm shooting this motherfucker at the last. I'm the guy right now. I ain't passing nothing off, man. I'm taking it.
Yeah, but I don't think that
Here's
make him
another
great.
question I got.
I just think that make him the ultimate competitor, though. I give Jordan that. He definitely got that. He's the
Here's
ultimate.
another question I got though, right?
Then Kobe after him.
Which Jordan was better, yo? See, I always say this. I always say because I remember. Let's call it hair Jordan, the Jordan with hair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, before he was winning chips. Like I know he was winning chips. When he was winning chips, he was the OG, the GOAT.
And look at them Chicago teams, though, bro. That team, the
Chicago teams was bad, but I'm specifically talking Jordan, just Jordan.
Air Jordan. I felt
Air Jordan to me was the best Jordan. That was the best Jordan. That was the most athletic Jordan. He was the most athletic player in the league. He was as athletic, if not more so, than Westbrook and Rose in their prime. You know what I'm saying? He was probably the fastest player with the ball. Maybe not the fastest like speed-wise, but with the ball, he was like the fastest.
He was more exciting to watch. I mean, obviously.
He was the most explosive player with the ball.
The most explosive player in NBA history, bro, that I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? And dude used to hang in the air for a minute and a half.
Let me ask you. Let me pick it back
flying.
on that. Why doesn't Kobe come up in the conversation?
Because he was a clone. He was a
I
clone
told
of
my
Jordan.
son last night. I said he was a
clone.
Well, that's what Jordan. Yeah, but that's what Jordan.
Great.
But that's what Jordan said. Jordan took him under the wing,
Right.
and Jordan himself said he's the closest thing to me than anybody else in the NBA. He's the one who took the time. He asked me the questions. He asked me the basketball questions. He picked my brain for hours at a time. And at
then he
first I
walked
was
like him.
wow.
He talked
But
like
I
him.
realized that he wanted to be a
clone.
student. I realized he wanted to be a student of the game, and he wanted to be the
hard
best
worker.
player.
He's one of the
that he could be.
hardest workers.
So I'm going to
But here go a
go
hot
with
take.
Kobe
Here's another hot
after
take on
Jordan.
Kobe.
I'm going with Kobe after Jordan.
Here go another hot take on
If
Kobe.
LeBron don't win tonight, he's the problem.
No, here go a hot take right here. Kobe's
Not
not a
tonight,
top
the
10. He's
championship.
not a top 10 all-time player. Yo.
Whoa! Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not. He's drinking
I'm
Brooklyn Net. He's drinking Brooklyn Net sewer water. I'm not even listening to him.
He's not a top 10.
He's higher than the light bill out there in Cali. Like we're not even having this conversation.
I mean,
this is somebody who's been to the finals, and like I said, the Nets don't know what it takes to win. So that's what he's got to say that because he doesn't really like Kobe Bryant. Here we go. Back in the day, me and Malcolm used to go at it with sports and the Reds and the Deadskins, and we're gonna do it again.
Hey man,
there's no way that the Nets are ever gonna win a championship.
All I see is a nose in the camera and shit.
They're not gonna win no
Back up off the
championship
camera
next year,
a little bit.
and they're not gonna win a championship in your lifetime.
Back up a little bit off the camera, bro.
We goddamn Kyrie Irving acting like he don't need no damn coach. What player think they don't need to be coached and learn something?
That's what
First of all, Kyrie got to stay.
Kobe is not a top 10 all-time player.
Kyrie can't even stay
I
healthy.
can give you that, Malcolm. I can agree with you. when you compare all the players in history, yeah, he was a top 10 scorer. I'll give him that. But no, I mean, I agree with Malcolm. There's a whole bunch of people I could put in front of Kobe. It's a
Nah,
lot of them.
not at all.
Kobe was just a clone of Jordan. That's all I see.
Yep. Okay, so that means that he's the that means he's the closest thing to Jordan. That means that he's the closest thing to Jordan. So if you're the closest thing, if you're the closest thing to Jordan, that means you're one of the best players of all time.
Yeah, one of them.
Kobe. I have
Five
Kobe over
titles.
LeBron, bro. I've got
Five
Kobe
titles.
over
That don't
He
matter.
repeated once
And
and
he
he won
couldn't
twice.
get the hard big man.
He
You
won
gotta
two
bomb the big man to
championships
get a
without
title.
Shaquille O'Neal.
They didn't miss.
He won
They
two
lost.
championships without Shaquille O'Neal. I don't want to talk about it. He's
Yeah,
one of the
that's
greatest of
all.
all time.
He
Period.
needs a
Top
diamond big
10,
man to
nowhere
win.
near
top 10 of all time. Top 10 of all time. Top 10 of all time.
I'll give it to him.
Hey, let's
Yep,
look
I
at
don't
these
care. You
playoffs.
got a team.
Let's look
You
at
don't
these
have a team.
playoff comparisons
You don't have
in
a
the
team.
playoffs.
Competitor, yeah.
Let
I
me
give it
just
to
tell
Federer.
you.
You like
Let
Barry
me tell you.
Sanders. If Barry Sanders was on the Knicks, you'd be following him.
Let me give you
Yep.
these stats real quick. Playoff stats. Jordan against LeBron. Points. 33.4 points. LeBron 28 rebounds. LeBron has that assist, obviously
Yeah.
steals. Jordan's in killer mode. 33 points average a game in the playoffs, man. Just straight, straight
Yeah,
killer
we're talking
mode,
about
man.
points. We know he's a better scorer. That's without question. If you just go into points, he's gonna always win.
I mean, he ain't
He's a
too
better
far
scorer.
off, man, with the steal. I mean, he's 5.7 assists. LeBron got 7.
He's
I
a
mean,
better
it ain't
scorer.
that.
Kobe was a better scorer than me. Scorer. Yeah,
I
I'll
don't
give him
know. I
that.
just think
He's
sometimes
been
LeBron.
on all NBA defensive teams, first team. He's been all
Thank
fucking.
you.
So we're not having that conversation.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
At the end of the day, he's still
Kobe
top
to me
10 of
is
all time. He's got 5
Kobe to
titles.
me
He's the closest
is
thing to Jordan. And
second
if you're the
best
closest,
competitor.
if you're the closest thing to Jordan,
No, I
after
mean
Jordan,
playing like
then
him.
that means
Not
you're
you're the second best.
You're Jordan 2.0. Then that means you're Jordan 2.0.
Hey, yo,
and
let's
Jordan
stop
is
talking over
1.1.
each other too, man.
So that's
Let's
it.
give everybody a
Bottom
chance to
line,
talk.
Yeah. We gotta get him to
until
say
the
that.
Nets, until
he's
the
a
Nets
fan.
win a championship, there's nothing else to talk about. Kareem, you don't even got a damn team. You just follow whoever you want to follow him. And
Yeah,
that's
the
true.
number one thing against Kobe, I would say, is
That's true.
Kobe didn't even start. Like, he didn't even start. LeBron came in getting triple doubles and shit. You know what I mean? LeBron got damn
Exactly.
triple doubles his first game in the NBA at 18 years old. Kobe
Yeah.
Bryant didn't start for 3
All right.
years. You know what I'm saying?
Well, all right. I like the argument, guys. So let's go ahead and move on. Let's get the show moving on. All right, we're gonna move on.
I think before we go moving on, I think LeBron needs to get started taking that hair off his head because he got a ball. He needs to go bald. He needs to let it go. He needs to let that.
Well, you
he
better
needs to let
shut
that hair go.
Well, you need him to win, so you might as well be quiet.
No, he might as well go bald and be close to
Moving
Jordan.
along.
I can't even hear I can't even hear Pickham with Kareem eating the damn popcorn bag
Oh
and
no!
pork rinds, man.
Come on with the. Moving
God
along.
damn. You
We're going
pulling a
to
damn
Get your
Chad.
nose out the camera.
This
All we
guy,
see
this
is
guy
your face.
pulling a, this guy
Back
pulling a
off.
Chad right now. God
Back
damn.
off.
NFL.
That pillow on your face.
Damn. I'm surprised you ain't got a big bitch on the side, motherfuckers, with her elbows in your damn jaw.
I do. She's just invisible.
Oh, she probably right there too.
Moving along, going over to NFL week number 5. The way we're gonna do pick them now, we're gonna pick our teams and 3 bonus teams this week. Week 5, guys. Real quick, headline news: Texans fire Coach O'Brien and GM. Some things came out afterwards. You guys want to elaborate on that?
I mean,
Yeah,
this was
It was a matter of time for this.
bound to happen. It was a matter of time. The whole locker room. He didn't have the pulse of the locker room in Texas. Ever since he got rid of Hopkins, and before then there was some issues with him and Deshaun. Him and JJ Watt have had many run-ins. So
Yeah.
I mean, they tried to keep it as quiet as possible.
Yes.
He's been known to be a hothead as a head coach. He's a me kind of guy. You do it my way or the highway, and you can't really be that way.
Not this day and age.
And not this day and age. Maybe you could have done it in the
Well,
early
shit. I mean, Bill
mid-80s.
Belichick is that kind of coach, but at the same time, Bill Belichick wins. So I think you can be that kind of coach, but you best win.
Yeah, you
Bill
gotta have.
O'Brien's issue
right.
was that he was the GM. You know what I mean? He was
It
the
never
GM.
works, right? You
It
gotta be
never-
a special motherfucker.
Yeah, that was just horrible. He just did a horrible job with that, man. And that's, to me, the reason he wasn't a bad coach. I mean, his teams made the playoffs damn near every year. So
Right.
you can't say he was terrible with no quarterback, you know what I mean, until they got Deshaun Watson. So you can't really say he was a bad coach. I just think he was a horrible, horrible GM. And that just, you know what I mean, that took the rug out from under his
Yeah,
coach.
you don't trade away the franchise, bro.
Definitely not a people person. You got to be able to relate to your players as well. And if you can't talk to your players and communicate, you're not going to have the respect of the team. You got to respect your players and they respect you.
Yep.
And unfortunately, that didn't happen.
Hey, Tom Coughlin, he'll tell
Well,
you,
that's what I'm
man.
saying. You can do that. You can be that type of coach, but you got to win.
You got to have some kind of shit
Yeah.
established. LeBron coming from college, man, he wasn't this guy. Hey, we want to go play for this guy. He's a proven winner. He's if you're a pro, man, you're gonna want something the coach. Like, who wouldn't want to go, man, go play for Belichick? The guy's a proven winner. You want to get a ring. I'll do what I got to do to win. I mean, some players, but yeah, man, the day and age of these millennials, it doesn't work anymore. That disciplinary and my way to highway shit doesn't work, man. That's why.
I mean, it's pretty much what he said, man. You got to be winning, because if you're not winning, then it's just talk.
Yep.
But if you're winning, they'll respect it. Like you said, Belichick and these guys, they always winning, so
Yep.
they respect it. Even though they don't like it, they respect it.
Right on.
I feel like this. I feel like if you, because these
That's
coaches,
right. You got to win.
get fired anyway.
You got to
know what I'm
win.
saying?
Win.
So if you,
It's like
if
in the
you're gonna
NBA
get
finals,
fired,
you got to win.
if you're gonna get fired, you might as well get fired. You might as well go down doing things your way. So I agree, you got to do what you believe in as a coach. But I'm just saying, to me, his problem was being the GM as well as the coach. That was his biggest problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna take too long on this, but this goes back to what I said about certain quarterbacks. Like Mike Shanahan. I felt like he was a product of John Elway. Was he a decent coach? Yes, but to be in this day and age, you gotta. If I'm a coach and I got this hot quarterback that's good with his legs, got a good arm, and my offense is gonna be designed around his strengths, not the other way around. This is my offense. Learn it the Amabill way. I'm running 21 fast and 32 outside.
Talking about the RG3 issue?
Because maybe so.
I got all the information on that. That's my squad right there.
Oh, you know what? I think kind of,
all this information.
Well, he made the pistol. You guys ran the pistol at that time.
Well, RG3 didn't want to be a running quarterback anymore. He
Yeah.
thought that he was good enough to be a drop back passer. And that's where Mike Shanahan kind of disagreed with him.
Yeah.
Like, you're not really ready. And RG3 had the owner's ear. So, it was commanded. Mike Shanahan was commanded to take that out of the offense. You know what I mean? It was commanded to. From the owner and from the owner's pet fucking project.
That never works, though.
Works.
Right.
Never works, bro.
That offense got him killed, and now he's serving fries at Roy Rogers.
I think
RG3?
He's the backup for who? The Redskins? Is he
got to play
for the Ravens? He's the backup for the Ravens.
For the
Ravens.
Pick, They went and sat back down.
I ain't seen him since.
Hey, man, listen, he gave us that 1 year, bro. You couldn't tell me nothing. In 2012, you couldn't tell me nothing, bro. The Redskins, man, I was insufferable, man. I couldn't. You didn't want to even be around me and that. You didn't want to be doing the Pick'em podcast in 2012.
I would have loved it. I would have loved
it.
All right.
Impossible.
Really quick. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Let's pick our games, man, and let's be done with it. Real quick, Tampa Bay Buccaneers last Thursday. Bears straight by 2019.
They got the win.
Brady Bunch. Bears 4-1 now. Buccaneers. Is this Bears team for real? I think I need a couple more weeks. I need a couple more weeks.
Oh, God,
I don't have no belief in their quarterbacks. Neither one of them.
I don't either. The defense is for real. They do got defense.
All right, good.
That's it.
All right, let's go moving along to the first game on the docket. We have the 3-1 Rams going to FedEx Field. Washington football team 1-3. Malcolm's team. Malcolm, do the honors, please, sir.
Yeah. So Washington made a quarterback change. They're going.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that. Haskins
they're going with Kyle Allen.
Kyle Allen
as a new quarterback. He came over from Carolina with Ron Rivera last year. What I'm hearing through all my podcasts, my Redskins podcasts I listen to, is that Dwayne Haskins has some issues as far as his work ethic. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's not a good
dude. There's some red flags in there that honestly grabbed me as a fan. Like as soon as he got drafted, he said the league done messed up. You know what I mean, by picking Kyler Murray and Daniel Jones over him. He made those remarks. Dude went out and bought a Bentley before he ever stepped foot on a football field as a professional. You know what I'm saying? Which I guess isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world, but I mean, I feel like you got to do something.
All right, you gotta
First.
be.
You can't go out there. You got the best car probably on the whole team. You know what I'm saying? And you haven't done anything. You know what I mean?
And threw a pass, yeah.
Right, yeah, that's got to be some switch year labor type shit. Maybe after the season, you're like, you look back,
Yeah.
you know what? I did my thing this year. I had a good rookie season. Let me go.
I
treat
deserve
myself.
this. Yeah.
Right.
So people on the team were saying apparently that they were telling him like Alex Smith was the number 3 quarterback on the team, and they're telling him like, hey, bro, you know, you got the number 3 quarterback. Like, this is people on the team telling him this, like, you got the number 3 quarterback. He's getting here in the workday before you, and he's leaving after you. Like, hey, dude, this is a problem. So people on the team, his teammates were giving him, hey, man, you know, you need to show that you're trying to, you know, to win. You're starting quarterback, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he never changed. He still didn't change his work habits.
Who's that remind you of?
A coach like Ron Rivera is not going to tolerate that type of work ethic. You know, and you're not producing on the football field. Like, yo, man, listen.
He's not practicing
enough. From what I'm hearing today, it just popped up that they're going to trade him before the trade deadline.
Guess where he's at today?
He's done in Washington.
Guess where he's at today, man? Breaking news.
He's homesick. He's homesick.
Stomach virus.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of him. Kind of reminds me of a mixture between a Vince Young and the Miss Johnny Football.
Yeah.
I think Russell from the Raiders. Remember the Jamarcus Russell? They said the same thing about him. He had no work ethic.
Yeah.
I don't think he's as bad as Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, but he wasn't blowing money before he even had it. I mean, this guy is just.
I don't think he's that bad.
Yeah, I mean, what dummy goes out and gets a car before they even get a house? At least they get a house first.
Exactly.
He didn't even get a house. He just want to flash and ride around in a Bentley.
He thought he made it, bro.
He want to look. He want to look the part, but he don't want to be the part. So he's out.
Everybody talks about he threw for 5,000 yards at Ohio State. Do you know over 3,500 of them yards were either screen passes behind the line of scrimmage or within like 5 yards, catch and run type deals?
He's out of there. He's out of there.
Yeah, because he had some good athletes at Ohio State.
Yeah, exactly.
He had some weapons out there.
The dude started 1 year at Ohio State and thought he made it. You know what I mean?
Prima donna quarterbacks, man.
Yeah. He's not long for the league, man. You know, he done had a cup of coffee, he had a couple donuts and shit, and that may be it for your boy, man. So
right.
Washington fan.
So that being said, seeing me hustle, who you got in this game, man? You picking your squad over the Rams?
It's difficult to say with Kyle Allen, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really know what he brings. I know last year he started off like, what was 3-0, 4-0, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And then proceeded to just straight shit to bed once the league got film on him and stuff, you know what I mean? He was undrafted for a reason, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
But
those be the dominant wealth dudes.
You know what I mean? Kept losing his position and shit in college. So it was a reason he's undrafted. So
Brady, sound like Brady.
Well, I don't really see us winning this game against the Rams. I feel like the Rams are gonna, you know, and I'm right here in LA, so I'm gonna watch this game on TV regardless of the outcome because that's all that's gonna be on TV. Yeah, I don't see us winning this one. I think the skids are getting greased for Alex Smith to come in and make a return, which I wasn't really that happy with Alex Smith either, to be honest. So we're just gonna be in a quarterback market. I just hope we're bad enough to go ahead and get my boy.
I hope y'all lose the rest of your games. I hope you go after the guy from Clemson.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. All right.
I'll be very happy with that.
Yep.
Got the Rams or the Skins. I mean, not Skins, the team.
Yeah, Rams are gonna win this.
He picked the Rams.
All right. Who you got, Vic? Rams?
No, I'm not. We've already spent 48 minutes on this Washington podcast.
Right.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
You'll have your chance with your squad coming up too.
Cool.
I'm not gonna take. We're gonna go with the Rams, and we're waiting for the team to go get that quarterback from Clemson, lose out this year, and they'll have a good quarterback. It'll be in a good spot to get a good quarterback.
Good coach, good quarterback. Mark makes wonders. Cool. Who we got?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to go for the Rams. Kyle Allen was the top quarterback in high school, 2017, but that's a long time ago.
All right.
But hey, I mean, we'll see what they do. I think Chase Young is coming back this week, isn't he? Chase Young.
Yeah, he's playing.
He's playing. But I mean, the Rams are still a pretty good team. They barely won last week, but I don't really see the Redskins stopping them. So yeah, Rams.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna take this football team as well. So we're all for Washington. Next game on the docket we have.
No, Rams. We're not for Washington.
We're not all for Washington.
I'm
What are
sorry,
what are we talking about?
my bad. I'm reading the
Man,
wrong thing.
what is happening?
We're all for the Rams. Malcolm, Vic, Cooper, myself.
I'm writing
for the
down my
Rams
picks this
at
week.
at Washington. Sorry. Moving along, the Battle of Pennsylvania. We have the Eagles at 1-2-1, going up to Heinz Field to take on the 3-0 Steelers. Steelers playing good. Bennett's healthy. A lot of young talent, a lot of young wide receivers running around. I'll go ahead and start this. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Steelers in this one, man. I don't see the Eagles beating them guys at the house. Coop.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Steelers too. Steelers still playing good D, and Wentz takes far too many hits, and the Steelers can't get to you. So
Overrated.
and he's throwing the ball all over the place. I mean, not all over the place, but he's looking like the old Ben. I just say that to say the least. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
All right, Vic.
Steelers.
All right, and Malcolm.
Yeah. The Eagles got any of their receivers back yet? You know what I mean?
No, they still hurt.
Right now, Carson Wentz is throwing to us for it. You know what I mean? Out there. So yeah. I don't see them winning. The Steelers will take that.
All right, so we're all for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Moving along, this is going to be a good game. I feel we have the 2-2 Raiders. Lost the last two games, going into Kansas City, take on the undefeated best team in football right now. I think Kansas City Chiefs. Till they have an answer for the quarterback to stop the quarterback. Well, I'll just leave my vote for later. Malcolm, go ahead and start off, man. You got the Chiefs 4-0 against the Raiders 2-2.
You're always gonna be careful picking division games because
division games,
twice a year. So you know, I mean, that's where you always get upsets and stuff like that in these situations. That being said, though, I really just don't see the Raiders. You know what I mean? I mean, the Chiefs just look powerful, super powerful, at least early in the year. You know what I mean? Until the injury bug hits them or something. So I'm gonna roll with the Chiefs.
All right, Vic.
No doubt, you know, Pat Mahomes and those guys are a well-oiled machine. He's got a lot of weapons. He's a 8-man weapon within himself. They're very well coached on offense with Eric Bieniemy, and you know they got the old guy. You know, so I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. They're gonna go 5-0.
Wow, gotcha. Cool.
You already know I gotta go with the Chiefs. They just got far too many weapons, too much. Got a track team out there, receiver. They got a great young running back, but it doesn't seem like whoever get in the backfield is gonna do good. But they actually got a stud back there, from what I'm saying. And like Malcolm said, it is a division game, so it's kind of hard. You know, you get upsets, but I just don't see one here. So I'm going with the Chiefs.
I got you, and I'm gonna go on the other side of the fence. I see upset. I think the Raiders going to take care of business today. I think they exposed some weaknesses. And I think they go for it. So I'm gonna go with the Oakland Raiders. I mean, the Las Vegas Raiders.
What weakness do they have? The Chiefs.
No,
they're bad against the run.
What,
but it never shows because they score some. They like 28th against the run, so they're bad against the run. But it seemed like you don't see it in the game. They still dominate. So hey, it is what it is. But they are bad against the run. They got that weakness.
Are they really 28th against the run?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, earlier.
That's interesting because they're always up. So you figure that
that's what I'm saying.
Passing against them. So
you're not paying attention to them beating the brakes off you. That's why you're not paying attention to being bad.
Yep, a scoring bunches. So I'm for the Raiders. We got Malcolm, Vic, and Coop for the Chiefs. Moving along. Next game we have. Let's see here. Oh, we have the 0-4 Giants going down to Dallas, Irving, Texas, to take on the 1-3 Cowboys. 0-4 Giants, 1-3 Cowboys. I'll go ahead and start this. I haven't picked my team yet this year, and that's probably why we've been losing. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick. I just think, actually, Prescott's been putting up some. Man, he's been putting up some yards. I think he's at like almost 1,000 yards in 2 games. So, but then again, I think we figure it out. I just need the young bulls to step up. I'm gonna go with the Giants on this one. Coop.
Yeah, it's like I would like the Giants to get the upset. I don't really care much, but like you say, Prescott is balling out of control. This man, I think he got over there. I believe he had like almost 500
Yeah, he
last
had
game,
502
and
last game.
he's throwing the ball all over the place. Their defense is not too good though. I don't know what happened to
Yeah,
the Cowboys
yeah, and they
defense, but
lost some. They lost a big player on the defense too, I think,
but,
for the year.
but as far as the Giants, I just don't. I mean, they lost Buck. That line is a big part of it,
Yep.
and I mean, I don't think the running back from Atlanta that they got for free agency can help because they have no line. He'll probably get hurt too. So I got to go with the Cowboys, and that's Freeman I'm talking about. You know, they got Freeman in the backfield, but he
Right.
can't do nothing. But yeah, the Cowboys. I mean, I don't, but it is a division rivalry now. It could be an upset, but I got to go
Right.
with the Cowboys.
All right, Vic.
I don't know what the fuck you're smoking, but I definitely want a piece of what you're fucking smoking this morning. They don't have Saquon. They don't have a line. They can't protect Jones. They don't have any receivers. They don't have a tight end that can block and get out into the flat and catch any passes.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense is absolutely terrible.
Yep.
They have nobody on defense that stands out as a stud.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't.
I mean, what are we talking about here? Dallas is going to win this game. If Dallas loses this game, they need to get out of the NFL immediately. I'm going to pick Dallas.
All right. Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm also going with the Cowboys. The Giants just they're looking pretty bad. I don't think they can fix any of their issues against the Cowboys this week. I don't see that happening. So I think the Cowboys gonna fix a lot. Actually, the answer to a lot of their problems is the Giants right now.
I think
So
Gallman
it's
has a
exactly
good game
Dr.
today.
Porter for me.
Freeman. Gallman's going to be the standout. Got Golden Tate. We're going to have a game today. I think.
I didn't know Golden Tate was still in the league.
Oh,
I think.
He got stuck last week.
All right, so I'm along with the Giants and the rest of the panels for the Cowboys. Moving along, no more time wasted on this squad. We have this is gonna be a good one. We have the 3-1 Colts going into Cleveland to face the 3-1 Browns. Browns playing good
Decent game
football
right
right
there.
now.
Yeah,
Browns are playing good football. Never thought I'd say that right now. They had a hell of a game last week.
they did.
Coop, you got the first one, man. Again,
I'm gonna go with the Browns, even though I think it'll be a good game. I mean, they both on a 3-game winning streak. The Browns are running on anybody. They can seem like they put anybody in the backfield. And they just running.
okay.
And Odell Beckham is he back? He sure
Yeah,
looked like it last week.
They got to get him the ball.
Now the Colts are good at stopping the run, though. They are good at that.
They're
So
number
it'll be the
one
challenge.
everything. They're the number one
Yeah.
defense in the league.
Yeah, they're number one in pass.
everything.
Yeah, pass
They're
D,
number
they're
one in everything.
Yeah, so it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But I believe the Browns get it done at the dog pound. I believe they run the ball, play action pass. Odell Beckham is back, and I'm going with the Browns.
All right, good. Malcolm.
The Colts defense is much too strong, man. I'm rolling with the Colts in this one. Yeah, the Colts got a lot of weapons on offense as well.
Mm-hmm.
With their running game, I think I really like the kid from Wisconsin. I like that offense.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the rookie.
I like Cleveland's running game also, but don't forget Nick Chubb is out for this game.
Yep. He's out for 6 weeks. He's out for 6 weeks.
That's right.
But they still got Hunt.
Right, they still got Kareem Hunt. They still got I think another running back too. So
Johnson.
Yeah, they got some running backs in Cleveland. They got a number one rushing attack in the NFL. But I think a lot of that was Chubb, honestly. And this defense, they're gonna have a rough go around with that running game. And I don't believe in Baker at all. So I'm not a Baker fan. So I'm gonna roll with the Colts in this one.
All right, Malcolm. Vic.
I don't really want to go with the Colts because of the riverboat gambler quarterback that they have in Rivers. Big, giant, tall, for nothing, just throw the ball anywhere and then wear big old fucking cowboy boots and cowboy hats, and he's got 20 kids. He's definitely a riverboat gambler. He throws his sperm around like it's a milkshake. I don't want to pick this guy. They have a great defense. They have great corners. They got great backs, linebackers. I'm not in the Baker Mayfield market. You know, I've been back and forth with him all year. We had him up there as one of the worst to ever do it, and then we had him as the most improved. It doesn't really matter where they play at because it's like a bubble situation now. There's no fans in the stands. There's no energy for them to feed off of. Anybody can go anywhere and get a victory. I'm gonna have to go with the Riverboat Gambler and the Colts.
All right.
With all that being said, huh?
I'll say that too. Just the number one against the run. I like the Colts are doing. I think they can have more weapons. Baker Mayfield is the key here, man, and I just don't trust this guy, man. I don't see him being that guy that could persevere over suffocating defense. So, yeah, I'm gonna pick the Colts as well. So we're wide Malcolm and Vic for the Colts and Coop on the other side for the Browns. Moving along.
That is
We
his
have
team.
the next game in the North Pacific. We have the 4-0 Seattle Seahawks going against Cool and the Gang 1-3 Vikings going into Seattle. Coop,
This is
you
his
have
other
the
team.
floor.
Well, I gotta say this. Both teams have bad defenses. Seattle has a worse defense. What I read, they was like 32nd in the league in defense, but of course we know they put up a lot of points.
Yeah, right.
The Vikings, we had a leading rusher in the league right now. He leads the league in rushing. We have the 1 and 2 best receivers as far as PFF grade. Number 1 and number 2, the rookie, Jefferson and Thielen. Now, when I look at this game, hopefully we do struggle with Russell. Russell has something on us. But I see a game the way it looks on paper, like we both should score a lot of points, and whoever makes the most mistakes win. So I'm going with the upset, and that's the Vikings. I believe we get it on track. But I'm going out on the limb because Seattle's undefeated, but eventually they got to lose, and this is going to be and this is going to be it.
This is his
I'm
heart.
going with my Vikings.
This is his
We're
heart.
going to win all over them.
This is heart talking.
It's the truth because they both got bad defenses, and we got the leading rusher. So I believe
this is an emotional pick.
I believe we're going to upset them. So I'm going with the Vikings.
Pick.
All right, Vic. I need you to.
I know I'm the only one, but I'm
No,
going.
you're not the only one because I actually thought about it too. But you know what? Then I was like, oh nah, you guys make way too many mistakes. Y'all been blowing leads all year long. Y'all can't sustain. Y'all can't sustain a lead when you have it. If you got the number 1 rusher in the league, when you're up 10 and 12 points in the fourth quarter, why aren't you still running the ball? So that comes down to bad coaching. And I'm gonna go with the better coach team in Seattle, the 12 man with that automated audience that they got now that they're pumping into the stadium. I'm going with Seahawks.
Nice, Malcolm. You have the floor.
I think Mike Zimmer is a great coach, man. I definitely.
No, he's not.
And the Vikings offense, to me, is outstanding. They got a lot of weapons. Kirk Cousins is a notorious slow starter. I know a lot about Kirk. You know what I mean? He played with my team.
Oh, God.
And I think people have a tendency to jump on Kirk for what? I don't know. Maybe I don't know what it is about him. Maybe
he's a stat stuffer. He can't win the big games. That's why.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. We've been to the playoffs and we had an incredible 2016 season with Kirk. So people say that, but I don't.
Where did he get? Where did he go?
A lot of them. Now, what I will say about Kirk is that for whatever reason, I don't know what it is a lot of games that are either prime time, either the late Sunday night game or the Monday night game or the Thursday night game, whatever game it is, if it's at night,
Tuesday night game
struggles with those games. And what time is this game played?
This game
it's a night game.
It's a night game. 8:20.
Sunday night game.
Tonight. 8:20.
And for that alone, I'm going with the Seahawks on this one.
All right, Malcolm.
All that being said, he's scrubbed.
Teams, Vikings 26 points a game average. Seattle almost 40 points. They rank 22nd in yards per game. Seattle's ranked 3rd in yards per game.
Yep.
I just don't see it. I mean, the numbers aren't adding up. Plus, it's a night game, and I agree with Cousins, man. I want to like Cousins, man. I like his attitude. I just can't. He's no Fran Tarkenton. Let me tell you.
He's a roller coaster quarterback. He's just up and down.
Right.
He's a kind of a roller coaster, but
he's another riverboat gambler. Another riverboat.
57 degrees tonight. Rain's gonna be raining out there. I just Russell Wilson, man. Russell Sierra. I'm going with the Seahawks, man. Yeah, it's gonna be raining. 57 degrees. So, Coop with the Vikings with his own squad. Vic, myself, and Malcolm for the Seahawks. moving along to the next one, we have. All right, we have the 1-3 Chargers going to the Big Easy, New Orleans, take on the 2-2 Saints. Vic, you have the floor.
We have a young quarterback, Justin Herbert, he's a rookie, of course. He's playing well. We have a lot of key people on defense that are hurt, along with Melvin Ingram. Bosa is like kind of up in the air. I'm gonna go with the Saints winning this game with their short passer Breeze, who is starting to diminish, but he's gonna score just enough to get by us in this game. I'm gonna go with the Saints.
All right. Whoa, Malcolm.
So you going with the Saints? And that's his squad, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the common.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pick with my heart. We got some injuries. I'm gonna go with the Saints.
Yeah. This is a tough one. I think this is gonna be a good game. I like the rookie for the Chargers. In fact, to be honest, I like him more than I like Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, I'm thinking New Orleans just too powerful. I really, New Orleans is less about Drew Brees and more about the coach. I think Peyton is one of the best coaches in the NFL, period. And he's going to scheme up a lot of. I think he's responsible for more of the offense than actually Drew Brees is. Because watch when Drew Brees retires, that offense is going to keep clicking, guaranteed. I'm gonna roll with the Saints on this one. I think they're gonna get their act together against the Chargers. I like the Chargers. I'm out here in LA and shit, so I really wish them much better. But yeah,
I like the coach, man. I like Anthony Lynn, man. That's kind of dude I wouldn't mind playing for. Cool.
Yeah, I like him too. Just looks like Uncle Ben, and I don't think he's aggressive enough.
Not the friends. You're the coach.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I like the young quarterback from the Chargers, but the Chargers have too many injuries right now. They starting running back. I believe he's still hurt.
Eckler is out.
On defense. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't see it. I like
Harris.
the Saints. I like Kamara. I disagree with Malcolm some. I believe the combination of Breeze and the coach is really what has gotten it done. Because Breeze is still one of the most accurate passes ever in history. You got to give him that. Now, Vic may have a point. It doesn't look like he can throw the deep ball as well. I mean,
so how accurate is he? If you can't complete a deep pass,
right.
How accurate is he?
And I just
I said in history, not I don't know about now.
Because history, I mean, you know, he can't throw a football with rings on, bro. You know what I mean? That what he did in history don't matter.
Right.
Well, no, because you brought up the coach. That's why I said it. You said you thought it was more the coach than him. I said I think it's both.
Watch when Breeze retires. The Saints' offense is going to be good, if not better.
Let me tell you, when are we forgetting? Are we forgetting when Breeze was out? When Bridgewater came in, Bridgewater went went undefeated.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I remember all that.
Okay, so that's the system. That's the system. It's the system that
the man's still a great quarterback. Or used to be.
Yeah.
No, I'm taking that away from
him. Great quarterback. We know that. I know that's what Malcolm saying.
And
still great.
And Tyson Hill came in there. Number 7, the Saints. And Tyson Hill came in and did the same thing for like 2 games. So
no, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Plays a whole game.
Yes, he did.
He gives certain plays.
Yes, he did.
He made that up.
But he won 2 games. Anyway, he won 2 games.
I'm going with the Saints.
You go with the damn purple stockings.
Saints.
Yeah, I'm going with the Saints. The Saints will win this one.
All right. For me, I like the Chargers. If they were playing at the house, I would take the Chargers. A lot of injuries on the but a lot of questionables on the Saints side of the house. Lattimore, cornerback Jared Cook, Jenkins. They're all questionable, but probably playing. I mean, you got a lot of injuries on the Chargers side of the house. Season stats. Let's see. You rank 6 in yards per game. Chargers only averaging 20 points a game. Saints 30. That's a no-brainer. I'm going with the Saints as well. I cannot go against the Saints in this, and they're at the house. So we're all for the Saints on that. That's going to be tomorrow, 8:15 p.m. on ESPN. Nice. And for once this year, I think, is this the second time we had this one here? Could be possibly this is going to be a barn burner. We got the 4-0 Bills going down to Nashville to take on the 3-0 Tennessee Titans on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Malcolm, you got the floor, man.
All right, so let's look at this one. It's like the Titans are missing a few players, wide receivers, Adam Humphries and Corey Davis for COVID.
Yeah.
The Bills have been running strong. I mean, they are looking very good. The Titans also have been looking good, but I haven't really seen them much this year, to be honest. But I've been watching a lot more of the Bills. This should be a good game, I think. And it says here Tennessee is 3-0 straight up and 0-3 against the spread this year. That's pretty funny stat. But anyway, I'm gonna roll with Josh Allen and the Bills. They just look like a very, very strong Super Bowl contender this year, and I believe in them wholeheartedly. I'm gonna roll with the Bills in this one.
All right, good pick. Vic.
Nobody circles the wagon like my father. May he rest in peace. The Buffalo Bills, my dad's favorite team.
Yeah.
You know, when you're young and you're coming up, you kind of try to emulate your father in a lot of ways. I did follow that team for a little while, but then I broke out and grabbed my own team and started demolishing everybody with the Chargers in Madden football. I'm gonna say this. With that being said, the Bills are a complete team. I'm gonna piggyback off of Malcolm because he just basically covered everything. The Bills are a complete team. They're rolling right now. They should be able to beat the Titans. Yes, they have Henry in the as the running game, and they have a pretty decent defense. I love Vrabel at head coach for the Titans, but I think the Bills get the W. I'm going with the Bills.
Nice. Cool.
Definitely going with the Bills because I believe Tennessee is a team that you can pass on. And who we're not talking about enough is Josh Allen. Josh Allen is also an MVP candidate at this point. Right. I mean, we'll see how it goes, but I don't think the Titans can really stop their passing attack. I believe Stephon Diggs has a big day and they just pass all over him. So I'm going with the Bills.
I forgot they got Diggs too, right?
Yeah.
This kind of makes this makes it your third team.
Yeah, that makes them balling.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Got a first round pick out of the deal, so they didn't do too bad.
Yeah, that was a win-win. Because our rookie is the #1 PFF. So that was a win-win. That worked out.
I love him, yo. I liked him at LSU too, yo. He's a good player. LSU put them receivers in the league, man.
Yeah.
Every time they throw to that man, explosive Chris Carter. He catches everything.
Yeah, Bills 400 yards a game, average 30 points a game.
My God.
Tennessee, not even 30 points a game. They are ranked 10th yards a game, just behind the Bills. They're at the house though, man. Tennessee, I think Tennessee gets it done. I think they get it done on Tuesday, man. I'm gonna go ahead and go against the grain, and I'm gonna go with the Titans on this one.
I can see it. It's gonna be a close game, man. I think it's not gonna be a runaway by any means. I can see either team winning, but I respect that pick.
Let's go with let's go ahead and recap this for everyone at the house. So Rams in Washington, we're all for the Rams in that one. Rams away visiting Washington. Pittsburgh Eagles, we're all for the Steelers. Raiders and Chiefs, Malcolm, Vic, and Coop for the Chiefs. I am alone for the Raiders. The Giants and Cowboys, Vic, Coop, and Malcolm for the Cowboys, and I am alone again with the Giants. Colts and the Browns. Wide, Malcolm and Vic for the Colts. Coop on the other side for the Browns. Vikings and Seahawks. Coop by himself for the Vikings. Myself, Malcolm, and Vic for the Seahawks in the 12th man. Chargers and the Saints, we all agree that the Saints will get it done at the house. Bills and the Titans, Malcolm, Vic, and Coop for the Bills. Myself for the Titans. And that is it for football. Man, so
hey, I got one more thing, but it's going back to basketball.
Let's go.
Is it safe to say if the Lakers win, which they should, LeBron is definitely the Finals MVP. You got to give it to him. He's leading the team in everything. We know AD balling when he balling, but he's leading the league, and he's leading the Finals in points, assists, and rebounds. So you got to give it to him.
AD is falling down every other play down the court.
Yeah.
Now it's a no-brainer. The MVP, if they win tonight or if they win the Finals, LeBron will be the Finals MVP.
Okay.
Yeah, you better. So let's see.
Now the other team win is Jimmy Buckets. If they get lucky,
Well,
I mean,
they
we gotta
still
give it to
gotta win.
Jimmy.
They still gotta win 2 more games. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if they do pull out the upset, which I don't see it at all. But if they did, you would have to give it to Jimmy buckets.
Yeah.
It'll be over tonight. Put it like this, it'll be very, very interesting if Miami can pull that shit off tonight.
If
But
they do that, it'll be crazy. I can't
I
see
don't
it
see
though.
that happening.
That'll be the perfect finale to this whole bubble thing in Game 7.
Yeah, it would.
So that's that, guys. And that's going to do it for this new version of Pick'em Sports. I'm DJ Wide Body here. I want to thank comrade Kareem V.I. Williams, Kareem Coop, and CME Hustle Malcolm. See you guys next week. Check on the playback. Once again, it's Pick'em Sports. Until next time, I'd like to say peace to you.
All right.
Peace. Peace out.
Yep.
You took the recording off, right? You ain't recording now.
Yeah, we're still on. We're still on.
Oh.
Nah, you gotta go out with the beat, yo.
Oh yeah, my bad.